Yeah.
Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Shisom and in the bed, the very cute Shisom with the S. Yeah, the very cute Shisom with the S. Yeah. Mommy can't see because I have a very cute, handsome little baby. It's still a baby. Yes, it's 6 months now, but it's still my baby. As at the time I'm filming this video, I'm 6 months postpartum. Yeah. It's 6 months and 11 days after I gave birth. And I'm here to give you guys an update and also tell you that there is a lot more to postpartum other than depression. There's a lot more. I don't know why they make it look like depression is the only thing that happens after you give birth. Yes, I'm in your face. Because depression is not the only thing. So many other things happen too, apart from depression. I'm a very curious person. I am always curious to know what happens after, what happens before, what happens in between. I'm curious with life, curious with my emotional life, my physical life, my spiritual life, my sexual life. I'm always adventurous and I want to know everything, basically. So before I gave birth, I'm always like watching videos, looking for videos. I watched so many pregnancy videos, so many delivery videos. Yeah, I know you'll be like, you are pregnant and you're watching a woman giving birth. It's not something some people will want to do, but yeah, I watched so many women giving birth on YouTube before I actually gave birth. So one of the things I searched for were what happens after delivery, postpartum life, and I was always seeing videos on postpartum, but what they were always talking about is how they recovered from postpartum depression. And I'm like, is depression the only thing that happens? I have not given birth, so that was the only question on my head. Is it the only thing that happens after you give birth? Then after I give birth, I realized depression is just one of it, and it's not like the only thing. It's not the only thing. I was not depressed. Everybody can't be depressed. And not everybody suffer from depression. I decided to do this video because somebody somewhere might be delivering next week, next tomorrow, next year, next 5 years, or even today, and decides to just watch YouTube and just what's going to happen after I give birth. And I'm doing this video to let you know that depression is not the only thing that happens, okay? So you don't carry to your head that if you're not depressed, the other thing that happens is just minor. Nah, it is not, baby girl. So I'll be highlighting every damn thing that I went down with, or every damn thing that went down with me, whichever one that suits you. I will be letting you know into this video. So guys, grab yourself a glass of wine and a popcorn and let's get right into it. Starting from the first thing that happened with me, I started having hemorrhoids, what you would call piles. Mine started even before I gave birth. A month before I gave birth, I started experiencing pain while stooling. And I didn't really look much into it. One day it just popped up and I was crying. I was just like, what's happening? I couldn't sit, I couldn't move, I was just there. We went to the hospital and realized it was piles. And the nurse was like, do you force yourself to poo? Do you strain while pooing? And I'm like, no, I don't. And she was like, why do I have piles? And the doctor was like, it's probably because the weight of the child is pressing on my intestine. It was like after I gave birth, I want to go back in, but I'm 6 months postpartum and it still comes out whenever I'm in the toilet pooing. The next thing I was talking about is constipation. You see this one? This one dealt with me. It showed me hell. Constipation. The fact that I gave birth and none of the nurses were like, girl, you are likely to get constipated for 2 to 5 days. Just know. You already know I had stitches from giving birth and I could barely walk. Well, maybe not feel pain down there, yeah, basically. That they gave to me way off the nurse day. And that was when it hit me that something happened down there. Because that day I wasn't even feeling anything at all. I was fine. But the next day, which was a Sunday, I could barely move. I couldn't move my legs. My legs was not even part of my body at that point. It was just on its own. I gave birth on Saturday. I left on Sunday because I didn't have complications during my delivery. I got home, I was so pressed. I wanted to use the toilet, and that was when I knew what we were talking about. I didn't know about this guy. It felt like I was pushing out a baby again. I don't know about you. I don't know how yours felt like, because I had stitches. And every damn time I tried to force myself to pull, it was straining that part of my body that was stitched. I don't know how to explain this thing, but yeah. I was stitched close to my anus because the kind of stitch that man gave me, like I had, my tear wasn't like a minor tear. I think they'll call it second degree. The stitch that man gave me was too tight, and imagine someone with that kind of stitch straining and forcing to pull. It wasn't easy. It felt like I was giving birth again. Like I have to wait for 10 centimeters basically. Seriously. The fact that none of the nurses even mentioned this to me, like you might likely be constipated. Okay, take this or take that, was what annoyed me. This is my first delivery. I've not given birth to a baby before. Maybe my first life I might have. I don't know about this life. So I wear my clothes, I went to go feed, and yeah, we're back. I don't know why it was that hard. I guess probably because I had stitches, so it was making it harder. Anytime I like, okay, ma just do this, she been up again, just born. Shit will call the you get. I was trying to like rugged it. She been like, I just want to kill day for yesterday, and she na to call shit and call the cry. I was crying. I was crying in the toilet. The cry I did not cry when I was giving birth to Kelsey. I was crying it in the toilet. Guy, it's not easy at all. I was crying. I was telling myself, no, I can't do this. This shit that want to put my hand like this, and I just dropped a baby. I just told my husband, if you're going out, please get me medicine that will make me purge or stool softener. Just tell them your wife cannot shit, because it cannot be me crying. The girl said take 2. To be very honest with you guys, I took 4. Still, I'm not the kind of strong belly person gets for this life. The person does the person when they share heights, I don't collect heights. They share nash, I don't collect. It can't be strong belly person can go carry. But it still helped because it made it at least a little bit. I didn't strain as much as I was training before that made me cry. If she had told me, I would have had it in mind, like, okay, I'm expecting this. Not me going home and just go to the toilet and I'm already crying. I'm begging the shit, please don't do this to me, don't break my cry. So, you are going to get constipated. Yours might not be as severe as mine, probably because you didn't have a stitch. Because if I'm sure if I did not have a stitch, I wouldn't be crying. It would just be hard for me to pull, but I would have forced myself to do it anyway. And in the process of you forcing yourself to stool, you might likely get hemorrhoids or piles. Just that me, I already have piles before constipation. Okay, if you have constipation first, in the process of you forcing the poo to come out, you might likely have piles, because the piles are just like, yeah, because one of the causes of piles is like when you force yourself to stool or you sit in the toilet for too long. Yeah, guys, the next thing on my list is breast engorgement. This does not stop as far as you're breastfeeding, because that the way I understand it happens when your breast is producing new milk. So I just like when you're pumping water, you know, that force that the pumping machine using pumping the water. Yeah, just let's use that. Yeah, basically, I think that helps. See, do you understand it? Coming from a teacher to a student, take it when you see it. So yeah, that force the pumping machine use, just yeah, that's where your breast is like pumping the milk. So that force is what makes it painful. It's not really that painful, but yeah, it's painful. So the next thing on my list is vaginal bleeding. Even if you have a C-section, you're still gonna bleed. That's what I find weird. Like, you didn't give birth vaginally, you give birth through a CS and you're still bleeding down there. Why? Because I don't get seriously, like, yeah, you're gonna bleed down there, whether you give birth vaginally or you're like, I don't want to bleed, so I'm gonna give birth through CS. Let me break your heart. And dear sister in the Lord, you're gonna bleed. Whether you give birth through your pum pum or you give birth with your stomach, that's yes. Bleeding down there is a must. Some people bleed for 6 weeks. Mine wasn't up to 6 weeks. I think 2 weeks. Not like I think, yeah. 2 weeks and some days. That's when I bled. The next thing on my list, you're gonna leave the hospital looking pregnant. Don't expect that after giving birth, your belly will just go inside. Boom! It's a lie. Even if you had the flattest of the flattest of the flattest tummy, that day you give birth, you're gonna leave the hospital looking like you're still pregnant. If they don't even see baby in your hand, somebody that see you would think you're still pregnant. Yeah. So you're still gonna be looking pregnant even after you have dropped it. The next thing on my list is postpartum hair loss. You see that one? It may happen, it may not happen. Yeah. Some people experience it, why some don't. I didn't experience it that much. But yeah. My front hair is fronting, but not fronting as it should be fronting. The next on my list is skin changes due to hormones. You see this particular one? Skin changes sat me down. I was like, you see you? I'm going to deal with you. And the funny thing of this threat is, it actually kept to his word though. Hey, forget this face you're seeing, no. Hey. When I tell you skin changes kept to his word, it dealt with me. Acne wanted to chase me out of my husband's house, but I said no, I have come to stay. I will be the one to chase you out. But on a very serious note, Acne wanted to chase me out. Like, it packed my load down. Like, you see, you are done with this marriage. Forget about Kamsi, I'll take care of it. But you see, you are leaving this house. He wanted to chase me out. What did I do to you? The pimples on my face was annoying. You see the way it was so annoying, guys. But at this point, we have just small that we're dealing with. But yeah, there's a lot of changes. It not see the way I'm looking fine, looking sumptuous and delicious, glowing like Gloria. Skin changes due to hormones. You might have dry skin, so your skin will just become oily for no reason, and you'll be like, I'm always having dry skin, why is my skin now so oily? Or you'll be like, I've always had oily skin, why is my skin now looking so dry? Just do that. Is skin changes due to your hormones that have come to stay in your house. Just give it one room. It will not stay for too long, you understand? Just clear one part of your house, let it just stay there. Be giving it food. Just let it feel at home, because yeah, it might likely stay forever, some months or some weeks, but it's going to surely visit you. Just be a good hostess when it comes. The next thing on our list is night sweat. This particular one, I had no idea that it was part of postpartum. I felt maybe the weather was becoming too hot for no reason. At that initial stage, after I gave birth, I think the first 3 months, whenever I'm feeling Kamsi at night, hey, I can put my clothes and squeeze it like this and water will be dropping. To be very honest with you, if I can actually just calm down and say, let me just full one bucket, I will full it. And there's nothing you want to tell me, I will full it. Cause God, the sweat was not here. I was always sweating. And the funny thing is, it was always itchy. I don't use roller when I want to sleep, because I feel like I'm not going anywhere in my dream, because I'll be using roller. But to be honest with you, I started using roller to sleep because yeah, my pits started getting itchy. Whenever I start sweating, it just has to itch. What sweat use my eye to see? I was sweating like a fowl. It's always at night. I don't sweat like that during the daytime. It's in the night. I'll be sweating like foul. And the thing is, the weather does not even need to be hot. You're just sweating. They don't say these things. But you see on these YouTube streets, everybody have carried the pressure on their head like firewood. They want to use to cook. The next thing on my list, which is going to be the last thing I'm going to end this video, is mood swings. Your mood will enter jungle over. And it will be going like this. And be going like this. It will enter merry goes around and just be going like this. It will enter roller coaster and be going on full speed. That's how your mood will be going. You see all these things I mentioned? Your mood will enter seesaw and be going up and down. Your mood will mood away. You've been having rubbish mood swing. At this point, you're happy, you are okay, you are very happy. The next minute, you are crying for no reason. The next minute, you are not happy, you are not sad, just there. And the other minute, you are very angry. Anybody that talks to you anyhow will collect. You use violence to pursue the person. The next minute, you want to be eating. You are not happy, you are not sad, you are not angry, you are not just there, you are hungry. My dear, your mood will be entering different things. Anyway, your mood see to enter. At this point, we have come to the end of this video. I know you love this video. It wasn't that serious. It wasn't also that, I don't know what to say. But yeah, we've come to the end of this video, guys. If at this point you've not liked, please like. I beg, subscribe. Okay? I'll see you in my next video. Until then, keep loving and keep being the best version of yourself. Because yeah, nobody is going to do it better than you. Don't say I did not tell you. Nobody. After you, na you. After you, na still you. You hear me? Nobody be your senior man. Or let's say wait your mama born her before they born you. Okay? I'll see you in my next video. Bye.